Hi everyone, welcome back. So today in this video we are going to create a simple movie API site using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So let me first show you what we are going to make. So this is the site that we are going to create. It's just a simple site in which we are going to make a request to a movie API and which will give us all the movies back and we will display all the images. So it's just a simple project to understand how to make requests using JavaScript. So let's start coding. So let me first show you the API from where we are going to make the request. So this is that API, TV Maze API. It actually provides many endpoints to actually search for many movies and all the information regarding that. So basically we are interested in this search endpoint where we can provide the query and query as a movie and we will get all the movies back whichever this API has to offer. So first of all, let's create the HTML and CSS for this site. So we are going to have an h1 tag just like this. We will call it movie search API. Let's open it side by side so we can actually see it better. So here h1 will have movie search API, and after this we will have form which will actually contain the buttons and the inputs. So let's enter the input and let's give it a class search input, and we will also have a button and give a class of search, and here we'll write search. So this is the basic HTML, and after this we will have a image container which will hold all these images. So let's create a div for that. So div dot image container, and it will be blank for now. Okay, so let's see how it's looking in our site. So let's go live, and this is how it's looking. So let's first give a background color to it. So let's give a style here, style, and here we will provide the background color to body. Let's provide first min width to 100 viewport width and min height to 100 vh, and after this background color will be black. Now it should look fine. So this is what it's looking like, and now let's change the font color of the form. So let's give it a color of white and it should look fine here. And let's bring the h1 tag in center. So we'll do text align and it will be center. Okay, it's in center, and the same we will do for the form, text align center, and it should be in the middle. Okay, now we have perfectly put all this input and search boxes in particular position. So now let's write some JavaScript code, and after that we will do the styling. So let's go in the main.js file, and here we will select the form. So we'll do document.query selector, and here we will select the form tag, and we also need to select this image container so that we can add the images into that. So we will do const, and let's do container document.query selector, and it will be dot image container. Now let's add event listener to the form. So it will be add event listener, and it will be on submit, and here we will pass the argument that this callback receive, and we will do e.prevent default. Now what e.prevent default does is actually when we submit the button, it actually takes us to the other web page, so it will prevent this from happening. Now after this we need to get the text whatever user has entered here. So we will do this using let initialize a variable query, and it will be form.query selector, and it will be input tag because input is present inside the form, so we can do this, and we will take the value part of it, and we will do console.log query. So let's see if it's working or not. So here inspect, and here is console, and let's write something here, hello, and make a search, and you can see our query is printed here. So this part is done. Now let's make a request to the TV Maze API. So let's make a function here, TV Maze API, and it will accept a query. And now let's make a request, and here we will do const request, and we will use the fetch to make the request, and it will be await fetch because fetch is actually asynchronous. So here we will provide the URL. Now let's see what the URL is. So this is the URL, so we'll just copy it and we will paste it here, fetch. Now we have to remove this query and provide our query here. So we'll do here query, and that's it. Now there is an error because we can't use async function inside a synchronous function. Now after this we will get back the response. So let's capture the response, and response equals to it will also be awaited request.json. Now let's just see what this response actually has. So console.log and response, and we need to call this from here. So whenever we press the button, it will actually call this TV maze API, and here we'll pass the query. So Control S. Now let's see if it is working or not. We have to open the console, and here let's search for, some dark and search. So as you can see, we have got some results back, and these are actually the movies. Now each one actually contains many keys. So here is one show, and this show key contains image key, which actually contains all the images, and this is what we are interested in. We will extract these images and we will show it on our web page. So let's do this. So this result actually contains all the movies. So just let's change it into a better variable name, and after this we will create another function that will be responsible for displaying all the movies, all the images. So let's do make images, and here we will pass movies. Now let's create this function images, and it has the parameter movies. Now we have to iterate for all the movies. So for let movie of movies, and now every movie has a show part in it. So first let's capture the image. So let image equal to movie dot show dot image dot medium. So now we have the image. Let's name it src, it would be better. Now after this we need to create an image tag. So we need to create an element. So let's do const img equals to document dot query selector, not query selector, sorry, it will be dot create element, and this element will be img, and we will assign this image tag the actual image which is actually contained in src, and that's it. This is our image. Now we have to add it in our this container that we have created. So we will do container dot append, and here we will provide the img tag. So let's see if it's working or not. Control S and open here. Let's search for movie dark and search. So we got the result back. Now only thing we have to do is style our page. So first of all, let's style our this container. So this container will actually be a grid. We'll do image container, and its width will be, let's give 90%, and it will be display grid. Let's provide grid template column, and it will be repeat the autofit min max, and here we will provide the minimum width of the image to be, let's say 300 pixel, and let's provide this 1 fr. No, it will be very large, so let's give it 0.4 fr. Now after this I think it should be working fine. Let's try to run this. Dark and search. Okay, so you can see it's actually not in the middle, so let's bring it in the middle. So we have to do margin, and we will give 10 pixels at top and auto on either side, so it will adjust automatically, and we will do place content center. So now let's see the output. So let's search for something like Marvel. Okay, so now it's centered. Now the only problem is there is so much gap here, so let's just decrease the image width so that it can adjust automatically. So let's do this 220 pixel, and let's provide some gap between this, about 10 pixels. Also let's give image box shadow so that it can be differentiated from the background. So we will do image, and it will have min width to be 100%, and let's provide display block, and we will also give box shadow. Let's give it 0 pixel, 0, 0, and blur radius about 3 pixel and 2 pixel, and black, and it should be little light. So let's see how it's looking. So let's search for a movie Marvel and search. Okay, it's looking fine. Now let's add a little more gap to the images. Let's increase the gap here 20 pixels, and let's also give hover effect to the image. So image hover, and we want is when it is hovered it should scale. So we'll do transform and scale 1 point, let's say 0.4, and we'll provide the animation here. So transition, let's give it 0.34 second, and it will be easing out. Now let's see if it's working or not. So here we go, and enter the movie name Marvel and search. Now you can see the gap has increased, and let's hover, and we have this smooth hover effect. So now let's design this input and search button. So let's make it a little small and let's design this. So we will target the input tag, and here let's give a font size of about 1.3 rem, and it should have no border none. Outline will also be none. After this, let's give it a border radius 0.5 m. No, it's too large. Let's give it 0.1. Okay, that's better. Increase the font size. Okay, now it's looking good. Now let's add border whenever this input is highlighted. So let's input and let's give focus within, and we'll add border. So border, like, rather we will add box shadow to it whenever it is focused. So box shadow 0 0, and we will give 3 pixel blur and 3 pixel radius and RGBA. Let's provide some bluish color here. So now whenever this input box is active, we will see this nice border around it. So that's it. Now let's style our button. So button, we will also give it a font size of 1 rem, and let's provide it a padding. We will go 1:3, so we'll do 0.25 m and 0.75 m. Okay, so it's looking good. So now let's center this input and button inside the form container. So let's target the form. Where is it? So let's give it display flex and justify content center. Okay, now these both are centered. So now let's provide a gap between them. So gap of 5 pixel. Yes, it's looking good. Now let's give a background color and the color to the button. So first let's remove its border, and background color will be like sky blue maybe. And we have the white color to this font, so color will be white. And we also have font weight, and it will be bold. Okay, so now it's looking fine. Now let's have a hover effect on the button. Hover, and we will change its box shadow of the button. So first let's give box shadow to the button. Box shadow about, so it will be in 2 pixel in X and 2 pixel in Y, and let's give blur of 2 pixel and 3 pixel of radius. And color will be, let's give something like black. Okay, let's give this grayish type. Okay, so it's good. Let's give the radius to the button. So border radius 5 pixel or 3 pixel. Remove this radius and provide it with some blur. Okay, it's good, and it will be 3 pixels. Now we'll provide the active effect or hover effect. So on hover we want the button to translate. So we'll do transform, translate, and it will be 1 pixel in X and 1 pixel in Y. So let's see. Sorry, it will not be hover, it will be active. So whenever the user click on the button will move. So now when I click it, it moves. And we also want the box shadow to change so that it looks more realistic. So Control V, and we will change it to 2 pixel. Okay, now it looks like button is being pressed. Now let's also change the cursor whenever the pointer is hovered or button is hovered. So we will do button hover, and it will be cursor pointer, and that's it. So whenever I hover, it will change to pointer and it's click variable. So now let's again check for the movie. Let's enter Marvel. So it's working fine, but a bit of gap above the image container would really look nice. So let's give the gap, or rather let's add margin to the form. So margin and margin bottom, let's add 40 pixels. Now let's search for movie. Okay, now it's looking fine. So since we have used grid here, so it's actually responsive on its own. We don't need to apply any media queries here. It automatically adjusts to the size. So it's looking great actually. So we have completed this. Now let's handle possible errors in the JavaScript. So what would happen if we don't provide any query and we just press the search button? It will make an error because empty query will be passed to this TV Maze API. So what I want to do is, whenever the user just press the button and he has not entered anything, so by default I want something else to be present in the query. So what I will do is, if query is empty, if this is the case, then I will just assign query with some other string. So let's assign with like Marvel. And one more thing, let's add the placeholder to our this input box. I missed that, so let's do this. Placeholder, search a movie. Yeah, now let's search for the movie Marvel, and it's working fine. Now if I And if I don't write anything in the search box and still press the button, then let's see. Yes, so it worked fine. So our movie search API is completed. So that's it for this video. We'll meet you in the next one. Bye bye.